Be honest, your life can be going completely fine, and you'll still put on the saddest song you know on purpose. No breakup, no crisis, just you, your headphones, and lyrics that sound like they were written in your bloodstream. And of course, someone always jokes, "Are you okay? Why do you listen to this depressing stuff?" As if choosing sad music automatically means something is wrong with you. Here's the twist. Psychology actually suggests the opposite. Being drawn to sad music isn't a sign that you're weak or broken. It's a sign your inner world is doing something very specific that most people never notice in themselves. Sad songs are one of the few places where you're allowed to feel without having to justify anything. No one interrupts. No one says, "Calm down, it's not that deep." The music just sits with you. And for certain types of minds, that's not just enjoyable, it's necessary. Before we go deeper, I'm genuinely curious. When you put on a sad song, are you trying to feel better? Or are you trying to finally feel something all the way through? Drop your answer in the comments because those two reasons come from very different versions of you. If you love sad music, you're probably someone who feels things intensely, even when you don't show it. You can hear one line and it hits you like a memory. Psychology often finds that some people have more sensitive emotional systems. They pick up on tone, silence, tiny shifts in mood that others miss. For you, sad music isn't dramatic. It's accurate. It matches the level of depth you're already carrying inside. That depth is a gift. It makes you empathetic, intuitive, good at reading the room, but it also means the real world can feel emotionally loud and fake. Forced small talk, good vibes only. Everyone's saying they're fine when they're clearly not. No wonder a tragic playlist feels more relaxing than a party sometimes. The song is finally being as honest as you are. You might also notice that your brain never really shuts up. Overthinking, replaying old conversations, analyzing feelings you can't quite name. In that chaos, a sad song works like a translator. It takes this tangled mess in your chest and turns it into something structured. A verse, a chorus, a story. You hear a lyric and think, "Oh, that's what I've been trying to explain to myself." Studies on music and emotion suggest that when sound matches what you feel, your nervous system settles down. It's like your body goes, "Okay, we're not crazy. This is real." The upside is clarity and relief. The downside is, if you're not careful, you can end up looping the same songs, the same moods, and never actually moving forward, just circling around the same wound in prettier language. There's another layer most people don't see: memory. For you, music isn't just sound, it's storage. A single intro can drag you straight back to a person, a room, a version of yourself you haven't met in years. Your brain quietly glued that song to that chapter of your life, and now you can't hear one without feeling the other. Research calls this emotional memory recall, but you don't need the term. You just know that some songs don't make you sad about the song. They make you sad about who you were when you first heard it. The kid who was more hopeful, the you who didn't know how something would end. Loving sad music for you is partly about staying in touch with those old selves instead of pretending they never existed. Then there's the social side. Many people who lean into sad music learned early on that their feelings were too much for other people. Crying made someone uncomfortable. Being honest got you labeled dramatic, needy, sensitive. So you adapted. You became the strong one, the one who looks fine, functions well, makes jokes, goes to work. On the outside, you're okay. On the inside, you're exhausted from holding it together. Sad music becomes the one place you don't have to perform. The song doesn't ask what's wrong. It doesn't tell you to cheer up. It doesn't need you to be easy to deal with. Psychology has a gentle term for this: using something outside yourself to help process feelings when talking is too hard. And you're good at it. You heal sideways through sound instead of head-on confrontations you're not ready for. Of course, that strength has a shadow. When music becomes your only safe place, it can be tempting to never let the real people in. It feels safer to cry to a playlist than to risk being misunderstood by an actual human. So you carry things alone that were never meant to be carried by one person. Underneath all of this is a simple truth. You don't love sad music because you enjoy suffering. You love it because it tells the truth about being human in a way most of life doesn't have time for. Real life says, move on. Sad music says, wait, this mattered. Real life says, don't be so sensitive. Sad music says, you're feeling this for a reason. Real life says, you're fine. Sad music says, you're hurting, and that's okay to admit. At a deeper level, you probably sense something most people avoid. Every meaningful thing in life is temporary. People change, relationships end, moments pass. That's not a glitch in the system. That is the system. Melancholic music lets you look at that reality without flinching and somehow find beauty inside it instead of running from it. So no, your playlists don't make you weak. They reveal a specific kind of wiring, emotionally attuned, introspective, allergic to fake positivity, secretly tired of pretending everything is light when you know it isn't. The real question isn't, why do you like sad songs? It's, what do they do for you? Do they leave you a little clearer, a little softer toward yourself? Or do they leave you stuck in the same place, heavier and more numb? That difference matters. The goal isn't to stop listening. It's to notice whether the music is helping you release something or helping you avoid something you're finally ready to face. If any part of this felt like I just narrated your private listening habits, you're definitely not the only one wired this way. Subscribe if you want more videos that actually make sense of the way your mind and heart work. And in the comments, share the one sad song that makes you feel strangely understood. Someone else might really need to find it tonight.